About 1 o'clock, do we see that green building with that gold on top? So this one was built during Prohibition. It was built by the Burnham brothers, and they was said that they couldn't figure out what they wanted to make the building look like. So then somebody suggested, they threw a bottle in the middle of the table and they said, let's make it look like this. Let's make it look like a bottle of champagne, which is why that building has that green kind of looking facade. Then at the very top, that finger on top, it has that gold. That is real 24 karat gold. It's leaf gold. If you're to melt all of that gold, it's about enough to make a baseball. It was the former Cartwright and Carbon building, beautiful Art Deco building, but today it is the St. Jane Hotel. So now if we look over to our left-hand side, we see Marina City. Marina City, a lot of people say it looks like two giant corn cobs. They're not supposed to look like corn cobs. They're supposed to look like trees or plants in nature. This architect is known for saying there's no right angles in nature, so there's going to be no right angles in my architecture. He also built cities within cities. Mr. Bertrand Goldberg wanted everyone to stay in the city to work, live, and play here, so he gave them their own marina, restaurants, they have their own grocery stores, auditorium, movie theater, bowling alley. The first 19 floors are valet parking. They all have to be backed up into their spaces, and I perfectly understand that it's valet parking, because if I had to park my own car in there, it'd probably end up in the river. So where Bertrand Goldberg's ideology on architecture was, no right angles in nature, ironically, his teacher designed the next building. This was Mr. Mies van der Rohe, and he thought less is more. So he built these mid-century modernistic buildings, which they're very simplistic. All glass, all steel, flat roof, very rectangular. It's more what you could do with the inside of the building than the outside. This style of architecture was very, very prominent for a good 30 to 40 years. It's known as modernistic